It's week 3 action here in the NFL, and it's another prime time matchup. Welcome to Sunday Night Football, where the 2-0 Denver Broncos play host to the 1-1 San Francisco 49ers. My name is Mr. Rob. I hope you guys are excited for this one. Thank you guys for stopping by as the Broncos look to continue their perfect start to the season. If you enjoy, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. But just a couple of roster moves and things to look at before this game. We are going to release our fullback, Andrew Beck, just because we don't really use a fullback very often. And we're going to sign Michael Manette off the Packers practice squad to be the backup center, considering Wattenberg is going to get the start because Lloyd Cushenberry is hurt. So just one little minor change. Not really going to make a huge payoff unless the starting center gets hurt. But we are underway here in week 3. San Francisco 49ers will start off with the football. And they're going to start off at their own 19-yard line, where the second-year man at North Dakota State, Trey Lance, will take over. It is his team officially. He started both games so far this season, and the 49ers just solidified that earlier this week, releasing Jimmy Garoppolo. Yes, so Garoppolo is no longer with the 49ers. More on him after this game, but it is Trey Lance's team here in San Francisco. And the first snap of the game is going to be a read option keeper for Trey Lance, who's going to get into space, and he's going to pick up 19 quick ones on the very first play of the game. That is what Trey Lance brings to the table, and he's got him out to the 37 already. Next play, Lance is going to take a shot downfield for Debo, and Debo has it, but doesn't get 2 feet. It was close. They're going to rule it incomplete. So a quick start here for San Francisco. Now 2nd and 10. Quick drop, but Lance is going to run into Bradley Chubb, who brings him down for the sack. And now it's 3rd and 15. As Lance in the gun. Broncos are going to bring 5. Pressure starting to get home. Lance going to check it down for Eli Mitchell, the running back. And he's going to get close to the first down marker, but not enough. 14 was not enough. That's a punt away. And Broncos will get their first drive of the game. This looks like a good punt. And for some reason, KJ Hamler fields it and goes out at the 1. I forgot to just take control of him, and he just ran over there and caught the ball. I didn't think he's going to do that. But the Broncos will start at their own 1-yard line, which is Russell Wilson's turn to take over. 470 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions through 2 games. He's looked very good so far in his early going of his Broncos career. So we'll start at the 1-yard line. First pass, Wilson is off target. Now 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass again. This time we'll find Tim Patrick on the slant. This will get him out of the shadow of their own end zone. 15-yard gain to Tim Patrick. Going to keep it close in the gun here. 1st and 10. First carry of the day for Melvin Gordon, who's played pretty good so far this season. At over 100 last week in the win. 215 and a score so far on the full season. And now 2nd and 4. Wilson back to pass again. Goes left side. There's Cortland Sutton, who has the grab. Passes low. But Sorton gets it, and that's 15 more yards now out to the 37. Draw play now to Gordon, who's going to be swallowed up immediately. That is Javon Kinlaw, the former South Carolina Gamecock. Go Cox with a 3-yard tackle for loss. Now 2nd and 13. Wilson across the middle, off target. Looking for Tim Patrick again, and now it's 3rd and 13 for Denver. Wilson going to scramble outside the pocket, throw one downfield for Judy, and Judy's going to fight for the first down. Wilson keeps the play alive. That was a great throw. Another first down for Denver, and they keep their first drive alive. Now Javonte Williams checks into the ballgame. It's a stretch give to him. He breaks a tackle, and Fred Warner will get him down after a hard gain of 5. Gordon checks back in, but it's a pass from Wilson, and he's going to get quickly flanked out of the pocket to his left, and Wilson's just going to keep it this time and run it for a first down. Just smart football by the long time Seattle Seahawk. He's got Denver at the 38 now. Play fake here, 1st and 10. Wilson's going to take a shot to the left side. Judy tries to bring it in, but he can't. 2nd and 10 now, back to the ground. Gordon right side. He's going to be swallowed up. This is a very good San Francisco front 7 for that matter, so it's going to be hard to run against him. Now 3rd and 10, Wilson left side, not on the same page as the receivers. Not sure who that one was to. That's going to set up a 55-yard field goal. That is no good, short, as Brandon McManus couldn't get it there in the mile-high wind in his face. And we still stay scoreless at 0. And now San Francisco, good start to the drive. Already at the own 45-yard line. Here's a handoff to Elijah Mitchell, who breaks a couple tackles and gets 5 for being brought down. Now 2nd and 4, back to Mitchell again. They're going to try to keep it on the ground a lot today. That's kind of the typical Kyle Shanahan offense. Always got some good running back there. But now it is 3rd and 4, so Lance will throw left side, and he gets it to Deebo Samuel, who will draw a lot of Patrick Surtain today. He's been a very good corner through 2 weeks. He's going to be tasked with covering San Francisco's best receiver. Deebo got the better of him there, and now on 1st and 10, going to go back to the ground with Mitchell, who gains 3. Broncos have also had a pretty good run defense early on in the season. And the next play is a gain of 2, so now backs up San Francisco 3rd and 5. Tight in the gun. Lance takes the snaps, just going to check it down for Mitchell, who does get to the 1st down marker, and he moves the drive. Another methodical drive, this time by the 49ers, and they're out to the 21-yard line. Lance, 1st and 10, pass across the middle. As a man inside the 10 is Brandon Ayuk, who gets it to the 7. Nice connection. Lance is off to a hot start. They're going to bring in the fullback, but Mitchell gets the carry, and he gets stuffed. Nice run defense there again by Denver. And now it's 2nd and goal. Handoff again to Mitchell, and he's swallowed up once more. So just like that, 3rd and goal from the 6. Lance will have to throw it this time, but not actually going to throw it, just going to scramble for a touchdown. Trey Lance finds the end zone, dives in, and gives the 49ers their first points of the day. Got to respect Lance on the ground. And that is actually how the first quarter will end. 49ers lead 7-0. But Denver starting to put together a drive. And we begin the 2nd quarter with a handoff to Gordon, who will get popped on that left side. Not a good start to his day. Now 3rd and 7 quickly for the Broncos. Wilson scrambles inside the pocket. Tries to step and fire. Had a man open, but just couldn't get it there. Wilson just not off to the most accurate start. This time they're going to try a 58-yard field goal, and this one is good. The flip sides get the wind in your favor, and that is a field goal that's good. 7-3 now in favor still of the 49ers. And on this play, Bradley Chubb gets hurt on the play. He would be okay. He'll just miss the rest of this drive. It's now 3rd and 6. There is a connection. Gets it to Ray McLeod, who moves the chains. 49ers doing a very good job on 3rd down so far today. Is now on the 30-yard line of Denver. Here's a 6-yard run by Mitchell. 2nd and 4. Another handoff to Mitchell. A little bit of misdirection this time, and he's going to be swallowed up after a gain of 2. So now 3rd and 1. A bunch to the left. Lance looks that side. Has Ayuk. Nice route run by the former Arizona State Sun Devil. Moves the sticks again. Another goal to go snap here for the Niners. And on 1st and goal, they have Deebo in the backfield, but they fool everybody. Trey Lance keeps it for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. They put Samuel back there. All eyes are on him. You can see the edge guy gets beat. Gregory goes after Samuel, and Trey Lance has an easy walk in. 14-3 now for the 49ers, and on the next drive for Broncos, still can't get nothing going. Gordon's got 7 carries, but doesn't have a yard to his name. Now 3rd and 14. Wilson pressured off the edge. That's Nick Bosa. Gets around the right tackle and brings down a Wilson. That's a quick end to that drive. Now the 49ers back with the football. All the momentum here. They're going to hand off to Mitchell, who gets only a yard of his own. And that was 3rd and 8 quickly for San Francisco. And they're going to go draw play to Mitchell. Very interesting call. Kind of conceding the possession. Didn't really catch Denver off guard. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 49ers up 14-3, but the Broncos are goal to go. At the 6, 2nd goal, draw play to Gordon, who gets it to the 2. And then on 3rd and goal, give it to Gordon again. He's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos, their first touchdown of the day. 2nd of the season for Gordon on the ground. And they make it a 14-10 ball game. But the Niners do have 1:20 left to go in this first half. They have a chance to get some more points here as there's a pass breakup. Trying to get it to Kittle. That was broken up by Ojemudia. Now 2nd and 10. Lance in the flats. He finds McLeod, but Ojemudia that time plays it badly. I don't know if he was going for the ball or what, but could have had a stuck behind the line instead. McLeod's going to pick up the 1st down. Clock is still running, though, inside of a minute at their own 43-yard line. This one will stop the clock, though. A quick 2-yard loss through the air. Then on 2nd and 12, trying to set up a screen pass for Mitchell that is read to perfection. And now it's 3rd and 12 for San Francisco. Lance in the pocket, going to get flushed, tries to check it to the right side, can't complete it. And now the Broncos have about 40 seconds. They have a chance to double dip. They get the ball at the half. 1st and 10 outside. Nice tiptoe catch by Patrick that'll stop the clock. Now 35 seconds to go. Quick pass outside to Albert, who doesn't get there. Nice tackle by DeMonte KZ. Broncos have to use their first timeout. Now on 3rd and 3, though, they find Courtland Sutton for a first down. This will get them closer to field goal territory and will burn timeout number 2. But the Broncos are at the 49. Still got 20 seconds to go. Here comes Bosa off the edge. That'll cause the errant pass by Russell Wilson. 2nd and 10. Wilson in the pocket. Going to take a deep shot for Courtland Sutton. And that one is broken up. Nice play by Charvarius Ward to knock it away. And on 3rd and 10, Wilson going to step up in the pocket this time and scramble and just do it himself. Gets it to the 36. Broncos will call their last timeout, and with 4 seconds to go, they'll kick the 53-yarder up and good, which means they'll go into that only a 1-point game. Been a very good game here in the first half. We'll see if the 49ers can pull it off, or will the Broncos stay perfect? We'll have to find out in the second half. Get a little halftime report here in Week 3, considering this is a Sunday night game. A lot of games around the league have already finished -1. So we're going to start off in Cleveland where the Browns host the Pittsburgh Steelers. They won 42-34. The Browns stay perfect on the season. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdowns, 2 of them to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Mitchell Trubisky's been the starter in Pittsburgh. He has not done overly that impressive. Meanwhile, at Bank of America Stadium, the Panthers beat the Saints 35-21. Darnold and the Panthers are 2-1, including a connection to new Carolina Panther Will Fuller. Winston did have 2 touchdown passes, but it wasn't enough. We'll get back to our game now in this one. Broncos with the football. It's a very good game here, those who are just stopping by at halftime. As Javonte Williams gets the first carry of the second half, he gains about 4. It's been mostly Gordon here today, but Williams has looked pretty good in his carries. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some more. 2nd and 6, Wilson trying to extend the play, but takes a hit for his efforts. Ball just goes out of bounds. And now 3rd and 6 for Denver. Wilson gets hit as he throws. Incomplete. Pressure applied right up the middle. And that's the ball right back to 49ers. Broncos go 3 and out. First play for the 49ers, it's Elijah Mitchell who picks up 10 and a first down. Nice running there by the second-year man out of Louisiana. Out to the 30, handoff. Nope, going to be a keeper by Lance, but this time not fooled. Justin Simmons wraps him up in the open field. Nice play. Now 2nd and 7, setting up a screen pass. Mitchell has it, has some blockers, and is going to get pretty good out to the 48 of Denver into plus territory. Lance, 10 for 15 so far today. He's been very efficient in the passing game. We go to this double back set again. There's Debo out of the backfield who catches it, and he's going to get close to the marker. Not quite going to get it. But the 49ers will stay in this formation. This time going to give it to Samuel as he's been the playmaker for San Francisco, and he's not going to get it though. So 3rd and inch is going to get a more traditional route to Mitchell, and he gets the first down. Denver doesn't like the call. They're going to challenge it. I'm not sure if Mitchell was able to get the first down yardage. They marked him plus the first down marker, and we don't get some good camera angles, and this play is going to stand. San Francisco gets the first down, whether you agree with it or not, and Denver loses a timeout. So, very controversial call there, but the 49ers will hold on to the football. And on 1st and 10, can't complete it outside. He runs out of space. Now 2nd and 10. Lance back to throw again. Looks like for Kittle, who's been very quiet so far today. Makes a tough catch in traffic. But now it's 3rd and 4 for the 49ers. Lance underneath center, drops back, but he's swarmed quickly. Agim gets the sack. He has looked very good through the first 3 weeks of the season. Just blew up the left guard, Aaron Banks, and made the stop. Holds it to a no points for the Niners. They elected to punt going against the wind, and now the Broncos back with a football. Here's a 1-yard loss thanks to Fred Warner. Now 2nd and 11. Winston swarmed, gets sacked from almost all sides. It was D4, but anybody was going to get there. Bad blocking by the offensive line. And that practically kills the drive since it was 3rd and 21. So now back with the 49ers. Lance with a keeper. Broncos are not going to be fooled, but McTelvin again was hurt on the play. Thankfully, it would not be a big injury. It's now 3rd and 5 though for the Niners. Check down, and that is not going to get it. Lance actually had somebody more open down the field. Didn't see him, just checked it down. And the Broncos will get the football back. Both defenses starting to settle in here in the second half. As on 1st and 10, there's Jerry Jeudy for a gain of 8. Wilson out to 215 yards on the day. 2nd and 2. Wilson's going to go play fake here. Nobody's open. Just going to try to extend the play, and that's a bad idea. Runs into the sack. Nick Bosa. What was 2nd and 2 was now 3rd and 20. Another failed drive for the Broncos as we go to the 4th quarter. 49ers up still by 1, and they're now into Broncos territory at the 27 now, thanks to a 2-yard run by Mitchell. 2nd and 8, play fake now to Elijah as Lance looks left side, and he has a strike to Brandon Ayuk. Nice pass downfield, and Ayuk gets him to the 3-yard line. He beats Ronald Darby in single coverage. And on 1st and goal, a jet sweep to Brandon Ayuk. Might as well let him finish the drive. Touchdown 49ers, a big score as they now go up by 7 and are going to go for just the extra point. So it's just an 8-point ball game now. So still 1 possession as the 49ers look to play it safe. And now Broncos back with the football, but they need to score in a 2-pointer. As now 2nd and 1. Here's a nice carry for Gordon, his best carry of the day, as he has 12 carries for only 18 yards so far in this one. Inside 12 minutes, draw play now to Gordon. He's going to race left side, spin it back towards the middle. Nice run before he gets popped by Bosa. Gain of 9, though. Going to go back to Gordon, who cuts to left side. Nice spin towards upfield. Good running there by Gordon to pick up the first down. Starting to get a little bit of momentum here. And Broncos, though, going to call timeout. Didn't like the formation, didn't like the play call. So they're only down to 1 timeout here into the second half. That could come costly later, especially this one starts to become a 2-minute warning drill. 2nd inches, handoff to Gordon. He's going to power through the arm tackle of Armstead, no pun intended, and get a first down. Inside the red zone here is Denver at the 16. Handoff Gordon, tries to sweep it outside. Going to have the space and pick up 9 yards. So it makes it 2nd and inches. Broncos bring in 2 tight ends, but elect to throw it. Wilson, though, has a space up the middle and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Wilson again does it with his legs. And the Broncos now are 2 points away from tying it. They're going to come in this gun formation, hand it to Gordon, and he is stuffed up the middle by none other than Fred Warner, the superstar linebacker. And it's still a 2-point game. Inside 7.5 to go. As here's another read option play for Trey Lance, who coughs up the football, stripped and picked up by Jones. And just like that, the Broncos with the football. Lance critically gives it up. And Denver in Niner territory, only down by 2, but this toss play is not going to work. Bosa tracks down Williams for a loss of 5. Now 2nd and 15. Wilson back to pass, going to step up and is going to keep it right side. And is going to try to get close to the marker, do as much as he can, and make it a more manageable 3rd and 3. Wilson back to pass, tries to step up, but runs into D. Ford, who brings him down for the sack. So that's going to force a 54-yard field goal for Manis in the wind. And he doesn't get it there, just short. The 2nd missed field goal in the Broncos, despite getting the fumble, despite starting off in San Francisco territory, get no points on the drive. That was crucial. And then a drop there by Surtain had the pick. Oh, the Broncos are shooting themselves in the foot in the next play. Lance with a keeper, throws a defender to the ground, picks up a first down, outruns Kareem Jackson before being brought down by Simmons at the 27. The Niners with a big play by Lance inside 5 minutes. And the Broncos were so close to taking the lead. False start, that'll help Denver. That's a small victory for them. Now 1st and 15, a bunch to the left. Lance is going to throw out of this formation as he's got nobody open and just checks it down for Kittle, who does break the tackle of Simmons, but only gains 8. 3rd and 7 now for San Francisco. Screenplay set up. Mitchell has it. Going to be wrapped up by Surtain. So the Denver Broncos do force the field goal. But it's going to be a 5-point game. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Can Russell Wilson lead his first comeback drive as a Denver Bronco? They have the ball at their own 49-yard line. Make it own 47. Armstead blows that play up all on his own. Just has been no running game today for Denver. Now 2nd and 12. Wilson check down. There's Judy, who makes a move and gets past the marker. Shouldn't have come close to a first down, but watch it again. Judy catches it so dangerous in the open field. Hits a spin move and fights forward for a first down, but he did stay in bounds, so the clock continues to run. Broncos only remember to have 1 timeout. That'll stop the clock as that'll get them out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Quick 12-yard strike to Nick Patrick. About 1:05 left to go here. Wilson going to step up. Nobody open. Just going to keep it and slide down, but the clock continues to move. Denver trying to save that timeout. Now only 30 seconds to go. Short pass to Gordon, who's going to run forward inside the 5, down at the 4. Broncos in range, but they're not going to call the timeout, and they've let the clock run. 5 seconds to go. Wilson checks it down for Gordon. 3-2, and he gets out of bounds, so that timeout wasted. And this is going to be the last play of the game. The Broncos need to find the end zone. They come out in the gun, bunch to the right, and don't like the look, so they're going to rethink it over. But this is the play. No timeouts. You got to do it here. In the gun again, 4 receivers. Wilson takes a snap, looks right side for Hamler, who had it in his hands, but it's broken up. Fred Warner and Jimmy Ward were there, and the 49ers hold on and win here in Denver on Sunday Night Football in a dramatic finish, 24-19. The Broncos suffer their first loss of the season, while the 49ers improve to 2-1. What a game down the stretch this was. This was a very close contested ball game. It really was Denver's first test of the season. And you sit 2-1. Should have won that game. Should have not won it, but just too many mistakes. I mean, you look at the fumble that came away with no points and the drop pick by Surtain and the poor clock management down the stretch. And Denver should have easily won this ball game. More scores around the league. How about this one? The Colts beat the Chiefs 52-28. So the Chiefs are now 1-2 to start this season. I mean, lose 52 points to the Colts. 50 plus points to anybody in the NFL is crazy. Second game, the Commanders and specifically Carson Wentz gets his revenge on the Philadelphia Eagles 38-31. Mayfield threw for 4 touchdowns. So Baker Mayfield has been a career revival here in Philadelphia. As the Eagles, though, were unable to pick up the victory over Washington, Carson Wentz gets his revenge against his former team. Going to the afternoon games, the Jaguars beat the Chargers 28-23. Surprising. Chargers start off the season 2-0. But how about the Jaguars pulling off the upset here in Los Angeles? Herbert looked pretty good, just made quite a few mistakes, too many. That resulted in the loss. How about this one? The Buccaneers beat the Packers. Brady once more tops Rodgers. I'm sure Robert Rodgers is not very happy. He's probably complaining to somebody in the back, but the Buccaneers are victorious. Still a team to look out for in the NFC. And then on Monday Night Football, the Giants beat the Cowboys 27-24. Jalen Hurts and the Giants, yes, Jalen Hurts and the Giants were able to beat the Dallas Cowboys a week after Prescott threw 7 touchdowns. His 2 was not enough to lead the Dallas Cowboys to victory. Players of the Week, Cooper Kupp of the Rams had 278 in the air. Hello, 17 catches, 3 touchdowns. That was a fantasy day. Watson with his 4 touchdown passes. We saw that one. Wingard for the Jaguars and Blake Martinez of the Giants. Well, we talked about Trey Lance is now the quarterback of the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo signed with the Seahawks, so the Drew Lock era quickly over in Seattle. I think this is a good move for the Seahawks. Obviously, 49ers are not going to trade in division, but the Seahawks wind up with Jimmy Garoppolo. Lock really wasn't impressive through a couple of games, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. But that'll be interesting to watch in Seattle. We'll definitely have to highlight that one next week. Which, speaking of next week, we're going to travel to Las Vegas for our first divisional matchup against the Raiders. And this is going to be another tough one. As the Raiders, obviously, their story, they added Devontae Adams, arguably the best wide receiver in football in the offseason. So this is a very scary team. Going to have to try to lock him up. Going to try to lean on Patrick Surtain a lot more. Again, he's been pretty good through the first 3 weeks of the season. If we want to get back in the win column. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Dramatic finish, just we were on the losing end. But I appreciate you guys' support of the season. I hope you guys have enjoyed the franchise content being back. I sure have, and I've enjoyed interacting with you guys in the comments. But if you would, just make sure you leave that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.